starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up, rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the night won't scare us falling. So rise up. We're too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers. Better cut those risks, hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go, one out of a million will reach.
Chat, baby. How we doing? We've got 2 traders, 2 stashes. Things could get wild, yeah.
Chad, what's happening? How are we doing?
I look like a police officer. Miles looks like somebody that just escaped out of Mexico. Never thought a South African man can look so Mexican with that stash. Yo, divide and conquer with that thing. Chad, hope you guys are doing well. Miles, how was the weekend?
Awesome, man. I had a lovely weekend. And yours? How was yours? Good.
Man. Yeah, had a semi-long weekend. Father-in-law's 60th, so that was good.
Okay, vibes.
Yeah, and it was like, actually, yeah, that's why I said no trading on Friday afternoon. Actually feels like I've been away for weeks. Chat, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are ready, and hope you guys are ready for a good week. This is the month of the stash. If you have the ability to grow one, now's the time.
I feel so naked without my beard, though.
No, you look good with the stash, bro. I actually, I think once mine gets some volume, I'm actually going to tint it a little bit so it's nice and solid.
Okay.
A little bit black. But Chad, let's get straight into it. Before we start, we're going to pray here this morning, as always. And Father, we just want to thank you for another day, another week. Thank you for bringing us all back safely here on this beautiful Monday morning. And we pray that you will bless us this week, that you will be with us throughout this entire week. We pray for your hand of protection, your guidance, your wisdom as you lead myself and Miles in these sessions, and everyone listening, Father. We just pray that you will be with them. And we just want to thank you for everything that you have supplied us with. Thank you for a healthy body, a healthy mind. And thank you for the ability that you've given us, Father. And we just pray that your name will be glorified in everything we do, and that we will not try and steal your glory, because the glory is reserved for you alone. And we pray this and we ask this in the mighty name of Jesus. And if you believe it, you can drop an amen.
Amen.
Right now in the chat. Amen. Amen. Chad, let's get straight into it. And I don't know if Keegan is going to stream. It's the US Veterans Day and also Remembrance Day in Canada, so I think North American session is going to be chalked. And we've got Armistice Day in Europe, in France specifically, so relatively flat day, nothing to look out for today. Tuesday, we're going to start getting into some CPI numbers, some earning numbers out of Britain. Wednesday, we've got BOE monetary policy hearings. We've got CPI on Wednesday coming out of the US, so that's a big one. Not a big one in terms of trading it. It's just a big one in terms of forward guidance of what the Fed's going to do. And then we've got some central bank speakers on Thursday. Chair Powell, Governor Bailey. Friday, so it's relatively, GDP on Friday. I'm not going to say it's a relatively quiet week, but it's not the biggest week fundamentally to look out for. So today, nothing much. We are clear sailing here, so I'm just going to kick it off with the technical analysis here. DXY on the weekly, we are bullish. We said that a Trump victory is going to result in a bullish reaction. Only thing now is we've closed bullish on Friday. Weekly is bullish. We've already almost filled 70% of that wick, so now we would expect to go to this red zone, this yearly R1 level. That's going to be our longer term target for the rest of the year. Daily, however, we still have this gap up. There's your daily on Friday, holding that key level that we broke out of. I just don't like this gap. We're already trading into this previous little flat body resistance area. So that's going to be one to look out for. And then on the 5 minute, let's get some context on the lower time frames. Okay, so weekly is bullish. Daily is also bullish. Just do this real quick. Lower time frames, a little bit weird here. There's the previous daily high. That's Friday's daily high. So also that key level above there. That's going to be a level to monitor. And then in a shorter term, if we pull back, if we hold above the daily R1, you guys know already it is going to be a trending day. All right, so we've got two key levels to monitor going into the session. Not really that difficult today. Already holding above Asia highs, so daily R1, that's going to be the key. I just want to see, is this a Sunday open gap? Yeah, very, very weird Sunday gap there. US 30 weekly time frame, just going to run through it very quickly. Bullish, there you have it. Bullish breakout. All-time highs, you guys know at all-time highs, we don't try and short. We look for the continuation because there's no resistance. Remember that. There's no resistance on the weekly. This is called price exploration. Price is going to find a ceiling. Sellers are going to try and sell, and then you can wait for a weekly or even a daily bearish engulfing. But this is super bullish. There's your minor structure break to the upside. Now it is just a case of where do you get into the longs, all right? For me, very simple. Thanks so much, Kate. For me, very, very simple. Asia highs. That's going to be our first point of attack this morning. Everything else is a little bit out of range. So there's my point of attack. Whatever we do around that level is going to determine what I do for the rest of the session. NASDAQ weekly, pretty clear sailing here as well. Massive, massive break to the upside. Somebody's saying double tops work. I don't know. I beg to differ. Look at that double top. Absolutely getting mollywopped. Already breaking the weekly high. Chad, this thing is just, everyone's falling over their feet to get into this. So again, no resistance. We can just go with the bullish momentum. Please note that these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Sometimes you can make money if you do the opposite of what we do, but for the most part, don't do what we do. Daily is also bullish. We've got that Sunday open gap. I would love for that to just be closed early on in the week, but if not, that's also fine. Still stuck in the Asia range, so two zones for me. We've got the daily R1. That's going to be a key one. And then after that, we've got Asia lows and the previous daily high. So if we start closing back below here, things can get a little bit spicy to the downside. Otherwise, it is looking bullish. Gold weekly time frame. We can agree now that we have somewhat topped out now. Okay, we have topped out, and the reason I say that is we've had that massive rejection candle. We had another follow-up bearish candle, and now it is just a case of what do we do here on the weekly. Okay, we closed bearish last week, but however we did not close below this flat body resistance area, but we can expect that wick fill on the weekly candle. daily time frame as well, there is that major pullback we had into that previous support zone. We can all see that there's that previous support holding now. Now breaking below Friday's low, we can expect price to come and challenge this little support area here. All right, so the idea is if we're going to continue with this bearish order flow, we're going to create a new low, okay? So I'm just going to look at these two zones. This will most probably be the predominant zones that we will be trading in this week. And if we break down lower, we can expect price to continue. If we start breaking above here, this is all a fake out. So lower time frame context for me is the following. There's my daily S1. There's my Asia lows. Bearish below here. Bullish if we hold. And also bullish if we can get back above that daily S1. There's your previous daily low from Friday. Untested. So we've got 3 zones that we can trade to and from. All right, guys. So just be nimble on gold. Things can get a little bit spicy now in the coming weeks to the end of the year. 2 more pairs left for me. My mouth is already dry. GU, very, very interesting, guys. 2 ab roller candles. So if you are a couples pair, this is perfect for those ab sessions after your cardio. 2 ab rollers, huh? Miles, 1 for me, 1 for you. I'll take the bigger one. Just absolutely horrific here. Big thing to note here is that last week we took the previous weekly high and we took the previous weekly low. So liquidity swiped on both sides. So I'm going to be relatively neutral on the week purely based on that fact. So bearish to neutral. Very odd candles. 2 candles next to each other. It's the weirdest thing. Gapped up, closed down. It is just very, very tough there. Daily for me as well. I told you guys this 200. What's going to happen is we're going to consolidate here because price is building up momentum to either move away from this 200 or it's building up momentum to actually break through it and then continue lower. So for me currently, the daily is in a very ugly range and closing on Friday bearish. So I'm going to have to use the lower time frames for context, okay? Lower time frames show me 2 things. We're trading below the daily pivot, trading below the weekly pivot, trading below the 200 EMA. We've broken below Asia lows. So very simple for me. If we can hold below, I will go bearish. And then secondly, I've got a major key level here. Institutional, so 12900. That's the level I will be monitoring. And then last and final boss is GJ. Chad, GJ, very, very interesting. We are bullish longer on the longer time frames. Last week closing inside, so basically not taking out a previous weekly high or low. I want to say I'm optimistically bullish due to the fact that this could all just be part of a pullback after creating a new high. But let's say we create a bullish weekly candle this week and then we break lower. That for me is a structure break. But currently, this is all just internal structure to maybe potentially continue bullish. But however, we've got a confirmed resistance there. We cannot deny that there's 2 bearish weekly candle closures. There's a definite resistance there. Daily for me, daily is also squeezing. I don't trade these patterns, but these patterns do occur where your daily... on your daily time frame, some people call it the pterodactyl pattern, some people just call it a wedge, but or the fish pattern, whatever you want to call it, but it's just purely price consolidating to a point where it's going to break out either way. It can break out to the downside or to the upside, but it looks like we're in that consolidation hold. So 2 things for me that I do want to note is that there was that previous little resistance area there. We broke above, we failed to hold above it. Okay, there's your weekly flat body resistance there. And now my case is that if we hold above this little gray zone, we can continue bullish to the upside here. But if we start trading below that, then we can start to target this lower bound range. Okay, so this is purely going to be some range trading on GJ. And then on the lower time frames, I was eyeing this morning. You guys know how I like that fake out above Asia highs. There was your failure. This was a little bit too early for me. It is Monday. I thought, no shit, I'm not gonna get stuck in here. But there was a beautiful minor break of structure there. Rejection of Asia highs. There again, you had your minor break there. Would it have given you 10? 10 is 10, boys. 10 is 10.
10 is 10, boys.
So I'm going to go, Chad, very, very interesting levels here for me. Actually, not there. 198. Okay. 198. Shorts below there, if we stay below it. Otherwise, taking longs up here feels a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to say I'm going to have to wait for that half run, 198.50. If I cannot get above there, then no bueno for me. But yeah, I can potentially look for shorts. We just need to monitor that 200. But Miles, that is me.
Perfect, Jay. Let's see what's happening in these charts today. We are finally back looking at gold again after those elections, boys. We are seeing a much more cleaner structure, and this is what I'm really starting to like. So if we hop onto that weekly, the weekly bias for me is over bullish. However, we can clearly see that the candlesticks itself is printing lower lows and lower highs within that structure, right? So already I'm looking to see if this current week can go and fill last week's low, tapping into the level of 2650 and possibly going even further down. So that is something that I want to note this week. Looking at today, we can clearly see we are in a daily range, ladies and gentlemen. So the question I'm going to ask us once again is, where does price need to go to in order for it to gauge upon liquidity? More than likely, it's going to be that 2650 level, as you can now see that your daily is ranging. Okay? So with that being said, as I start to hop down on these lowest time frames and have my 4-hour zone being intact, I can clearly see that we are at a current 4-hour demand level, which has been tested multiple times. To the left hand side, the area of 2666, that is also your current daily low. So it's going to be a very simple play for me, to be honest with you. If we're going to re-break those lows, I'm going to look to continue those shorts back down to the daily area of 2650, and that will be your retest of those lows to do one of two things: either continue further down or grab liquidity and start driving off of that level. On that on that 30 minute, you can clearly see you are in a range at the moment. So what I want to see is, in opposed of getting into sells at the top at the QP, I'm also want to see market structure happen like this, where you have that drop, you have the retest, this is rejection, and then as it breaks this low, we catch that entire move. So the drive, the pullback, the drive, this is the move that I want to catch. I'm not really phased with what happens in that zone. I'd rather just let it simmer until it can actually get its direction, which will be the closure outside or above the level. Trading above the level, though, I will go through it now, but I don't think that's what I want. I more so want these shorts to play out, which is the retest now, price to break below, retest, hold resistance, and then start driving further down. What I want to see on that is, this is going to be with my structure. So it is going to be that type 4 shorts. It's going to look something like this. Let me just give you an example of what I am looking to see. So something like this, where you have your candlestick that closed beneath, you have your bottom and your top wick to obviously start that formation of the candle. Then you have your next candle starting to pop up on the 30 minute or 15, doesn't really matter to me. Obviously 30 minute will have heavier weight, so that's what I actually want to see, but the 15 I'm fine with that as well. For price to retest and then start driving further down for something like this. And then on that 5 minute, you literally have that roof. So that drive, the pullback, this is going to be your area where you can have your stop loss above. You can have the little resistance area there in order to understand that if price can break these lows, it should continue further down. So that is going to be my primary target today on gold. For the buys, I'm not too interested in the buys, to be honest with you. I can understand that if price breaks above QP, can retest and drive. I'm just not too phased with the phase one. I would more so, every time it pulls back, look for shorts until it can get above the 4-hour zone. So once it can get above 2680, then I'll look for my buys. But if price does the deep retracement, which it can, I'll more so just wait for this area for that opportunity to hop onto shorts again. So that is the plan for me today. This area will be my no trade range. If we can just change. And then this will be my safe cells with my structure on the 4 hour and 30 minute. With my bias, everything's literally stunning. Safe cells, daily, weekly, everything aligns for the shorts. And then up here, there is going to be an opportunity for aggressive buys, but it's not something that I think I'm going to act on today. I'm pretty adamant about these sells, and it's going to be an either or for me. If I'm not going to get the shorts on gold today, I'm alright, man. I'll rather not take that position. So that's me on gold. Very straightforward. It's one of those days where I can pretty much get my area, close my eyes, and sell according to my strategy and my plan. This is not financial advice. This is purely just education and entertainment. What you do and see over here is
Are you
on
not
your own
entertained,
accord.
Chad? That's the question. Are you not entertained? That's actually, I must clip that for
I
us.
think you should.
Are you not
I think you
entertained?
should. Every time we do the risk disclaimer, you
Yeah.
pop that afterwards.
That is, oh.
And then looking at GJ, guys, our first love of here. Let me just admit these gents in the Zoom. There we go. So our first love, GJ. Guys, we are once again also at a pinnacle point on GJ. With last week's weekly closure, it is literally pretty disgusting. I'm not going to lie to you. What is that? 2 weeks ago, we had huge indecision. Last week closing with a huge top wick, little to no bottom wick, and then this week opening up. So the thing why I'm understanding this quite simply is because you are at that weekly resistance area as well as a QP zone. However, that weekly, ladies and gentlemen, it is still printing bearish, as we can see that. So what I'm going to actually look for is to see if this price can actually do one of two things. There's a continuation beneath this low. If we can flip the current daily low, which I'll show you now, and on the contrary, if it breaks the highs, I'm fine with that. GJ, once again, like last week, is one of those pairs where I'm just like, it's either or. You can see with gold, I'm adamant, I want the shorts. GJ, once again, I'm going to sit on the fence. Wherever the ball drops, that's where I'll fetch the ball. As simple as that. So what I've done is I've popped in my current daily high, current daily low on GJ. We are understanding that the daily is bullish. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually in a daily range at the moment. Now rejecting these areas of 196, 916. Starting to drive away from that core tip up level. I would love to see the current daily high break. And then come back to that liquidity zone. And literally all we're going to be doing is range trading, guys. So that is what I would love to see. On that 4 hour, now printing higher highs and higher lows within a candlestick anatomy. Coming back down, if this thing can deselect, that'll be pretty cool. Coming back down to that 4 hour, guys. We are right now is also at a pinnacle point on your 4 hour, the level of 198,400. Test 1, test 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now the 9th test of the era. Which, if we look at it from this point of view, the more it's testing, the more weaker that zone is getting. So I won't be surprised if I do see that 4 hour start to flip and start driving to the upside after it just went ahead and grabbed liquidity, understanding that the fact is these two things. The daily is coming from that demand area. The 4 hour is also coming from the quarter pip zone and starting to print higher highs and higher lows within the anatomy. Now we are seeing a stutter at that 4 hour level of 198, 430, 420 around there. So it's going to be a very simple play for me today. The break of the current daily high, I will look to long it into the highs of 199, 400. As simple as that. Popping down to that 30 minute. For me personally, boys, to get into buys where price is right now is literally going to be breaking my plan. The reason is, how can I buy right now in that resistance point? However, if I pull my lower time frame down, do you guys see that this was actually an area that it broke through before? So what I'm going to understand is, if this is price grabbing liquidity, this is a level, the 15-minute closer above, a retest of that area, I will look to long it into that liquidity zone. The run-off area is definitely more than enough for me to grab my 10 because it is a 30-minute zone. So what you'll see me right now do is pop in a minor 15-minute level with anticipation that if we are to, let me just actually tighten this. If we are to close back above this area, I'm going to look for that aggressive long. So I'm just going to slot in another area like that, because if this was going to be the bullish, the bearish continuation, this zone would have now broken, right? This would be the retest and that would be the drive further down. Not to say it can't happen, but logically seeing what we are seeing right now, this should be the closure above in the next 5 minutes. This should be my retest. The break of the highs, that is when I myself will go long on the position quite aggressively in anticipation that we're going to tap into the current daily highs and possibly break. Chris
There
is a
we
major
go.
hype man.
Here we go. Here we go.
So
chat.
this is what I'm looking at this morning, guys. Is going to be that aggressive bias coming off of the idea that you are pulling back to grab liquidity off that 4-hour level. Daily 4-hour 30 is super bullish.
Time to get aggressive, boys.
Super bullish. So I am going to be looking for that trigger this morning.
Damn.
If we can get that closure above in the next 5 minutes, that will be my 15 close. 15 close, 30 close above the body, which is signifying that we are losing those sellers in the market. And then your 5-minute structure will be there, whereby we're closing back above the level. I really like that setup, to be very honest with you. For something like that, your stop will be over there for 22 bags, and then your TP will be there for 22. So for my yeah, we're doing it. So for my what you call it, my RR lovers, that is a 1-to-1 for you. But yeah, Chris, that is me for this morning.
Beautiful. No, that was incredible analysis, Chad. The way this man handles the chart, just to be mesmerized by. Just a young man in a 4-hour. Who needs anything more than a 4-hour and a 30-minute time frame?
Who needs it, man?
You can retire off the 4-hour. Chad, no, but I do agree. Looking at GJ, two things that I basically saw already is there's your 15. That is holding. Then jumping down to your 30. The 30 is going to hold. Jumping down to the 5-minute. There's your 200 days. So everything holding above it. So I don't think it's a horrific position. There's your 198. And time we can actually split screen this back.
HFM members in the Zoom, just let me know if you guys understand the analysis. If you have any questions, let me know. YouTube, any questions, do let us know as we wait for the position in the next 3 minutes.
15-minute close. You're going to wait for that bottom. Here's my question, though. That 15 close, do you want to see it actually tap into your demand zone? Must. So it must create a bottom wick into.
Has to.
I
Has
like
to do it.
that.
I need to
I
see
like
it
that.
grab that last bit of liquidity. If we can do that,
Okay. That makes sense.
we should be good.
And it's a 15 position, eh?
Yes, my brother.
Either or, eh?
15, it's going to be type
Either-
4s.
Yeah, either or. 30 is also going to be bullish engulfing. What I do like is the 30 also took the previous 30 low. So yeah, I think either or positions give you the same thing. They give you exactly the 15 just gives you a little bit more room to the upside for that flat body resistance. Alrighty, chat. Hope you guys are ready. That's going to be the official round one. Also, I'm going to get us another clip. So I don't know if you remember Mortal Kombat. There we would say finish him. So so when we get close to a TP, we're going to play that for the market.
I love it.
Like finish him.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I like it.
And then we're also going to get the one fight for the start.
I like it.
All right, salam peeps. Hopefully you're doing good. Safwan, hope you're doing well, my brother. Chad, all of the rest, good morning, good morning. People are pretty adamant to phone me this morning. Rux, good morning. Mr. Ambassador of the chat, Mr. Rux himself. Rux, actually not Rux. He said, Chris, if you say Rux. Okay, now with this, quick one, now with this wick.
Break of the high. I know your question. I just know your question.
No wick fill.
No wick fill.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't want that to be the retest and then price continues further down at the open. So I'm only going to take the break of the high.
No, I like it.
And we need to close above. No close above, no trade. So in the next 15 seconds, if this baby doesn't close above, it's no trade for me.
Alrighty, chat. 10 seconds. Hope you guys are ready to have a stellar week here. We're going to put on a trading clinic here this week following our plan. Doing alright, chat. Markets are open and in motion, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Round one. Fight. Alrighty, chat. Markets are open. DXY going for that previous daily high run. No remorse here. Can argue that's a tiny little test on the daily R1. This zone is going to be quite pivotal. Test. Are we going? Are we going? That's actually a test on the 30.
Yeah, so see, if I had done the flip there, we would have been in shit right now. You with me? Because it broke the highs. So that's why the...
Oh, no, but I mean like first break lower, tested zone, and now break of the current candle high.
I see.
So I thought
Yeah.
that's...
Look, that is fine. Like this, now that it's pulling in quite deep.
But I would rather go for the break.
No, I'm definitely doing the break of the highs. There's no two ways about it. Okay, might get something here, boys. Let's see. Entry 198,228. This is my trade. The MFX way, baby. This is not financial advice, just purely education. Let's see. This will be my TP1, 10 pips. You know what I'm going to do over there, Chris? I'm going to go ahead and pop in buy stops. 198,228, sir.
198,228. Yeah, I already have the buy stops there.
Perfect. That's the break of the highs, 2 pips above. Let's see.
Is that 2 pips above?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. 2 point. So it looks big on your terminal though.
Uh-huh.
When I pop it in, it looks like
It's like far away. Sometimes like I look at my phone, I'm like,
Yo.
damn, this. If I had to look at this analysis on the phone, it looks so wrong. So I never look at my MetaTrader,
Yo.
guys, because that will make me second guess every move. I just focus on trading view. So a possible 20 pip gain here. However, what's that 3-word saying there, Chris? 10 is 10.
10 is 10.
10
yeah.
is 10, man.
10 is 10.
So for me personally, guys, I'm gonna close full position at 10 today. I don't like that it's not the cleanest LT on the left hand side. So if I can get 10 smacks, I'm good.
It's like that calculation I told you. When you take 80% off at 10, let's say 80%, I don't know how much you take off at 10.
Between 50 and 80, but
So let's say you take off 50, then that 10 is actually
Five.
5 at full.
Yeah.
And now let's say you get another 10, then you actually, anyways, just got 10.
then you got
No, so sorry,
7.5.
so
7.5. So it's going to be 12.5.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's a case of,
Is it worth that extra 2.5 pips?
do you lock the 10 and run?
Right.
I'm in this.
I got slipped there, boys.
slipped
I
as
am
well.
in. However, I did get my entry though. 198,228 on the dot. I just got slipped slightly beforehand. So currently I am in this position. This is my Monday morning position. Personally, I'm going to close my full position at 10 pips. But this is what I'm seeing. That price should drive to current daily high. I'm just going to be quite happy with 10, to be honest with you.
Oh, chat GU. Gonna need to see some taste here on 12900. There's that level, and then that is the session low. There's the previous daily low, and then gold still stuck between that range. I want to see something below Asia lows, and then NAS currently holding above daily R1. US 30. There's that zone we spoke about. Nothing as of yet.
Brandon, that's awesome to hear, bro. That's what I love to hear, man. For me, I love to keep my charts simple. You don't need crazy things in order to read the market. So I'm very happy that that is the case, my G. Miles, your stop loss. It is on the screen. Let me just pop this a bit tighter so you guys can see it better. But this is the current trade that I am running in right now. Entry was 198,228. Stop loss was 197,977 for 25 pips. Target 198,327. Yeah.
Chad, yes, Asia highs. I would love to see a bottom wick test Asia highs, get away from it. I'm with you guys on this position. And if we can hold above Asia highs, there's actually chance for a second position here today, Chad.
I see what you're seeing.
That daily R1, remember what we always talk about, if we're going to have a trending day, that's also going to be the session high that's going to break, and that's where you're going to get your continuation. So anything above the daily R1, we could start pushing to the previous daily high on Friday. Okay. And then here, for the current positions, as long as we hold above this zone here, Asia highs, this trade is a goodie. All right. So as long as it holds above there, because look what happened previously, we broke above, we held a little bit, we came back below. So now again, we broke above. It is critical for price to hold above there. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to get the same type of price action where this is a fake out. However, we are coming from an institutional level, the 198. That is a major institutional level. And then also we are trading from that 15-minute 200 EMA. So last week I showed you guys multiple times how we bounce to and from it. And the early part of the week, we were trading quite a bit away from it. Okay. Then we shifted back bearish, and now we are starting to hold back above it again. So can price start moving away from it? My only concern with the GU shorts is two things. The US market is offline today, so there's nobody guarding the wickets for the dollar. So there's not going to be dollar currency conversions going on today. That's the only, but we'll monitor it. The play I want to do here after the shuffle is that I'm going to take that session low play. There's your 12900. Minor break of structure there, and our minimum target is going to be the previous daily low. That's also where we're going to see a lot of volume come in to continue, or you're going to see basically your fake out, if you want to call it that, just a spike below and then straight back above it. So there's two potential plays here on GU, and then gold, like I mentioned, either below here or above there. That's the only two plays on gold for me. And then we're currently sitting with my man here in these GJ longs. There's your test of Asia highs. Can we re-break these current session highs?
I really like what I'm seeing on the 5. Really like it. Look, the setup looks beautiful to me. I love it. Stunning.
Yeah, very likely the 30 minutes should go here. Very likely. Very likely that it should go for that flat body resistance area there. I'm always looking for reasons why a trade cannot play out.
Very good to do that. You already plan what's happening while the trade's running.
Just give yourself like alternative scenario.
That's what happened on Thursday. When we lost the first position and then the next position we killed. You can literally read what's happening as the markets move.
Chad, I actually think a 5-minute bearish is going to be perfect here. Because then that's that minor resistance. And then once we break this, I think we should be good. Then I think this trade should be good. GU, let's check here, 15. Hour breaking the lows. How's the hourly close? Hourly closed below that level as well. Yeah, chat, same with GU. If I can get a 15-minute test here, that's going to be perfect. That's your shuffle come and gone. And then if we can get a minor break. Also, we haven't really, on the 15-minute, yeah, we haven't tested Asia lows as of yet. I wouldn't go for a counter trend play here though. Chad, I'm going to be very honest with you. The counter trend play here for me on GU is not it. One. 20.2. One hour resistance at 198.26. Let's have a look at it. It's more at 30. 30, my brother. There's the 1 hour resistance. But if you're looking at this flat body, that's 18.5. Even the hourly getting a nice bounce off that 200 EMA. So there's quite a lot underpinning price. And then also you've got the play of the stronger dollar that's going to be weaker for the yen. So your major currencies will also do well on the back of the dollar. So that's why your emerging markets, those currencies could struggle in the short term with the stronger dollar.
Look where price right now is. There is a liquidity area there. 250.
I'm just looking at the 30. The 30 is the cleaner one for me. The 30 is the bad boy that Okay, Chad, for me personally, the way this 5 is going to close, if it closes bullish like this, beautiful. The only way that I could potentially manage this trade is if we close bullish like this now, and the next candle proceeds to break the session highs, and then closes bearish engulfing like that. That's the only way I would kill this position. But again, as those little notes that I put on my charts, if it holds a level and market structure is still in your direction, hold the trade. And if you look at it here, the level is 198. That's the major zone. Asia highs is now our secondary zone. And market structure, you can clearly see on the 5-minute, we are continuously breaking these minor resistance levels. So if we can continue to do that, then that is good. But as soon as we start creating a resistance support, breaking structure lower, that could be the time to jump out. Tuesdays trading, can I ask for some advice just about life in general? Anytime, my brother, anytime. If it's, as long as it's not financial advice. But life in general, more than happy to answer. GU looks clean.
Okay, 15 close in the next 10 seconds, boys. Let's see.
I like this.
Once you have a closure, boys, I just want a bottom wick, and as it starts to break those highs, we should get that
Pump.
Telemundo.
Oh, yeah, the other one is pump it up. Gotta pump it up for the bars.
Uh-huh.
Pump it up, Chad. We're gonna build.
Here
that
we go, baby. Come on, GJ. Finishing. Okay, personally, boys, this is time where I manage my position. There's no ways I would lose 25 pips after price starts driving like that. So I'm going to take this stop and start driving it up to 17.5 pips at the low of the previous body. Alright, so that is trade management for me. Come on, GJ.
I got slipped. I got entered 233.
233. I got slipped, but I got slipped in the position earlier, so I still got 228, but I just got slipped before.
228. So your TP
is like now. My TP is right here. There's TP, and for me, that's my whole position. I'm not gonna.
Are you out?
No, not now.
Oh. What is your TP though?
198, 328.
198.
328. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna close my. Well, I've put TPs there, so once it taps that number, it should close my entire position.
That's not because I only got slipped by 0.5.
Yeah, it's nothing mal. But already I've saved 7 pips. And that's me going to break even on the position because
I'm out.
that should be that beautiful TP1. Dango! Let's get W's in the chat if you watch me catch that move. Early morning TPs caught live on stream. Mr. Dix, what you say?
10 is 10.
10 is 10, baby. 10 is 10. Lovely stuff. All caught live on YouTube. Let's see those dubs, boys. Stunning stuff.
Chad, I think it's now time. I think you all know what's going to happen now.
It's a legend.
Chad.
Hey, Mr. Miles. 10
Lovely
is
start
10,
to the
baby.
Monday.
10 is 10.
10 is 10.
Can't fight the 10.
The power of the 10. The power of the 10.
There it goes.
Yeah, so this is exactly what you anticipate. You've got that daily range. You expect it to come up, but like I said, 10 is 10, baby. This 4 hours should flip, break that high. Look, to be quite fair, Chris, if we're going to be closing above the current high, I will actually anticipate the price will continue driving. So there might be, no, there not might. There's more than likely going to be an opportunity for another position as we start closing above the level 198,430. But you guys know me. 10 is 10. 1 is 1. That's all I need.
I have to be honest. So for me, most of the positions I've taken with you lines up with my own strategy.
I like that.
One thing I have to note that this position, yeah, for the guys that know me, is the only reason why this was not in my plan.
Wait, you didn't take it?
No, I took it.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I took it purely off your idea of the 30 minutes. So,
Do you see that trust he has in me, guys?
no. So the reason I like the buy scenario, like I said, the 15 and the 198, that key level line up perfectly there. The 30 minute also held above there.
Yeah.
And the 1 hour as well. The only thing that I would have waited for personally, and this is quite a big zone for me, is this Asia highs. So by the time...
Where's that? Let me see.
198.20.
Okay, I see.
So the only thing I would have waited for was actually I would have gotten in on this 5 minutes. Yeah, that would have been my entry. Would I have gotten 10? Yeah, just 10.
You should have gotten 10.
Just because for me this Asia high level is almost like a pivot, because price is going to pivot around this, similar to
I see you.
to the shorts happening there. So other than that, I was taking it based off, where did we close? We closed I know, but so we took, after rejecting this, so we actually took an impulse on the 5 minute. If you think about it, there was your drop down, there's your break of structure. So for me, that's why when I entered with you, I was like, shit, boys, we need to hold Asia highs. So, but other than that, beautiful trade. The simplicity of the trade was beautiful. That 30 minute was super clean. The hourly, there was that 200 on the hourly as well, Chad. There you can see previously nice bounce there. Once you break below, so
Stunning trade there, guys. Absolutely stunning. Marco. I'm 19. I currently don't have a job and I'm feeling very lost and have no clue what to do with my life. I know that I must leave it in God's hands. For me, I can really relate because I was in that same boat when I was 19. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I was just going day by day. But one thing I can be straightforward with you, if you put everything in God's hands and you pray for a spirit of discernment, every opportunity that comes your way, you will have a high level of wisdom. But I would always say this, you're still very young. Don't take it too hard on yourself. Enjoy life. You are young, my dude. Enjoy life. Every day is a blessing. That's the biggest blessing. Just opening your eyes is a blessing. So enjoy your days, enjoy your life every day by day. I can't actually say this because this isn't financial advice. But I can promise you now, the situation you are in right now is just temporary. You're gonna get to your high in your life, and then you'll get to your low. It's literally like trading. But one thing you need to understand that everything in life is temporary. Your wins is temporary. Your losses is temporary. And with that being said, that should give you the motivation to understand that wherever you are in life right now, if you are in a slump, if it's in a point where it's not lacquer, it is only temporary. So in that time, it's more so asking, not why me, God, or not why God, but more so for how long. Because we can withstand anything. We must know that if God has put a trial in our path, and He's put a challenge in our way, it's more so to build character. It's because He knows that His toughest soldiers can handle these sort of situations. So my dude, just keep your head up. Pray about it on the daily, but enjoy life, my man. And then more on the plan sort of vibe is start asking yourself, what do you want to do? If you feel lost, for me personally, I just tried everything, dude. I put my finger in every single pie for me to then find out what I want to do. Then I stumbled upon the trading thing. Then the trading thing I thought wasn't for me because I was losing money. But then I came to the realization, which was a very mature realization, was anything that is worth having, I'm going to suck at first. Any job, any business, anything I run, it's going to be shitty at first. So I purely understand that it takes 1,000 nights to actually get that breakthrough. It takes time. However, if it's something that you really want, you need to be persistent about it. You need to hammer at that nail every single day. So, I mean, I can totally relate, but most importantly, dude, put God first and then just enjoy where you are right now. And then a plan of action is obviously just putting your finger in every pie, my dude. And
big thing, Chad, the big thing with anything is starting. And I think we sometimes forget that. Go look at the CEO of Nike, the current CEO. I don't know if you guys read his resume. That man started as a sales agent. And a sales agent is somebody that's standing in the shop selling shoes. He's currently the CEO. That is just persistence, working your way up. So it's not about where you start. That's not your final destination, Chad. That's I still told you guys when I finished studying, the consultancy firm I went to go work for, I worked for 3,500 Rand because the director said, he's like, dude, we just came out one of the biggest global financial crises. Like, I'm like, dude, I need experience. Everyone's asking. He's like, you can work for free, but what I'll do is just because you sound like a nice guy, my dad actually phoned him. He's like, I'll pay 3.5. That's going to be enough for your petrol. And now I get out of university. I'm still living with my parents. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck did I study? I'm getting paid 3.5. There's the petrol attendants get paid more than me. Why did I study? Now you start thinking like, yeah, but that was not final, Chad. That's Now it's a case of, okay, at least it's 3.5. It's not shooting the lights out, but I'm here for experience. So I'm trying to get in as much as possible. And again, a lot of times in life, you see yourself at the end destination, but you want to start at the end, and you can't. You're gonna have to work at it every single day, and you gotta get a vision for yourself, Chad. That's a lot of people just go through this life lost. I suggest reading that book. Very simple book though, but what is the book called? Think and Grow. No, it's not Thinking. Is it Think and Grow Rich? Yeah, Think and Grow Rich is a good one, but there's another one where it actually talks about having a plan for your life. Because if you've got no plan or purpose, you just wake up every single day. Let's say Miles has got no plan. Why is he doing this? You'll get to a stage where one day he's like, oh, but I'm making money, but why am I making money? There's no purpose connected to it. I'm coming to the streams. Why am I coming to the streams? It's like there's no plan, but if there's a plan and an action behind it. Not Stranger Secrets.
Can I just add one in there?
Yeah, please.
So for me, guys, a book that, because I think I did mention this, in 2019 I was in a bit of a slump, and what helped me a lot was a book by the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu called The Book of Joy. And it really made me reflect so much, because sometimes we measure our happiness and our success by material things or where we are in life, and we forget about the most basic things. So finding joy not in an object or material thing or something like that, but more finding joy in our everyday things of life, finding joy in buttering bread. You know what I mean? So that's I can show you guys quickly. I think that was a bad example, buttering bread. But this was the book
First
I read.
it was finger in every pie. Now it's like
Look, as soon as I said
blood.
finger in every pie, it was like, what? Pie?
I'm just gonna pick.
So this is the book that I read. And this is when he was fighting cancer, actually. So this is quite nice to read. And I'm not a reader. Like, I'm not a reader at all. But when I was down, this was one of the only things I could do was read. So yeah, I just feel like, I mean, it even states so in the Bible, man has to have purpose. So it's not even about the money, but I feel like as just a step of seeking your purpose will put you in that position where you start making that go up. A big thing for me was also not just focusing on the money, but more so finding that balance within my life. And then I would actually see how that actually made my life more fruitful, and I became more prosperous through that way. By finding that balance and not just chasing the money. Yes, we say, chase the bag, get it. But I mean, if we work with a balance, that bag gets chased regardless, and the bag gets bigger regardless. So that helped me as well. But I think I'm going to speak biblical now, but the best book for me was the book of Job. Because I was in a heavy slump, and reading that, like, oh my gosh, that just put me on, man. Like, to see what Job went through, and to see how God blessed him afterwards, I was like, damn, this is the one. I haven't read it, I'll definitely check it out. Yo, but no, look, I totally like get where Marco's coming from, because I was literally the same. Look, I became the man of the house when I was 10. So I started working from a very young age. So you always want to push and get to that next level. So I totally understand where you're coming from. But you also just got to stop and just smell the flowers around you and just like relax, you know? Because you will get there. What is meant for you is meant for you. And if it's part of your journey, God will ordain it. If it's God ordained, nothing can stop it. So you shall be fine, my brother. Oh, that sounds nice, Jun. I got you, G. Yeah, but I feel like that's like everything, you know. Everything has to start off being a climb. I mean, even trading as well.
You know what? Something profound over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, something profound over the weekend. I was walking with my son, and it's not really a long way. It's like 500 meters, but I put him on my shoulders. And while I'm walking with him on my shoulders, I'm thinking there will be a time where I cannot put him on my shoulders, where he's just too big. And there'll be a time where I won't be able to carry him. There will be a time where he doesn't want me to lay next to him to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like these little things, like Miles also said, enjoying that moment where we sometimes you're tired and it's like, yes, hierdie klein bliksem wil net nie slaap nie. En jy's moeg. And then I always remind myself, there was this one reel that I posted where the lady was talking about the children and cleaning up and the house being colorful, and there's laughs. And sometimes we tend to be very serious, even for the guys that are parents here. You guys would know it's like sagter julle, and it's like they're running and they're laughing, and there will be a time in the house where that's gone.
Yeah.
And you would think back like, flip, man, that was actually, you missed those times. And the same with trials and tribulations in life. That test becomes a testimony. That is, how will you now, Marco, how will you one day, if another young gentleman with the age of 19 going through the same thing comes to you, it's like, Marco, this is where I'm at, and you haven't gone through it, how will you give him advice if you haven't gone through it yourself? And that's why life is the best teacher.
What's this? Trading day. Yeah, I see it is at my zone, but brother, like, I'm done for the day, dude. We've caught that beautiful GJ longs. So gold could present a million pip trade. I'm done. 10 is 10, baby. 10 is 10. But for those that is looking at gold, if I was in the position where I haven't taken a position, I am definitely wait. Well, I would have done is wait for price to start trading beneath 2,666, and then look for shorts beneath that. I would love to see a closure. I think the zone is actually a bit too big. So hold on, I just want to see one thing quickly. No, the zone is actually perfect. I'm not going to change that. I would definitely wait for closure beneath the current daily low, so 2,666.58. And if I can get that closure beneath and I hadn't of taken a trade already, I would have loved to pull the trigger on that. Trading into your range on the left hand side from that high over there. Let me just get that price over there so you guys can see it. So from those highs to these lows beneath that area, this is pretty much the trade that I would want to see, right? Something like that. So I would want to see price close beneath like that, retest, and start driving further down if I hadn't of taken a position before. Then we just got a question here. Miles, I'm having issues with the buy stops. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but because of my 2 pip spread, so it puts me in the trade earlier. So with this being said, guys, so for me personally, I use commission-based accounts. So I use a zero spread account. The reason for that is I know my typical trade is a 10 pip trade. If I have a account that spread is 2 pips, 2.5 pips, that's going to put my trade at a disadvantage, because then where I'm executing, I'm always going to be 2 pips behind. And 2 pips is 2 pips. So for me personally, the first thing I would recommend, this is not financial advice, but Miles, I'm recommending this to you, Miles, is...
What is this?
Is
advice for yourself.
Advice for myself is use a zero spread account. Yeah, it's just easier. And then I know for the Americans that are watching, you guys obviously don't have MT5, and you may be in that situation where
DX trade.
you're using DX trade, which is poof. It is what it is. You then just gonna have to suck it up and be like, okay.
Bro, you can't say kak. It's that's
Kak.
Afrikaans. Kak. You can
Kak.
say kak, bro. It's an Afrikaans word. It's in the dictionary. Kak. Kak is kak, my bro. Like 10 is 10.
We actually,
Kak
this
is
is
kak.
this was like a big thing in my previous church, right? So my previous pastor was from Tanzania.
Yeah.
So he obviously started learning the Afrikaans lingo, but he didn't understand that voetsek had a bit of weight on it.
Yeah.
So he
Voetsek
would be
is-
saying this in church, like voetsek devil, and the people would be like say for
Yo.
example, you get a guest in the church, and
What is happening?
they'd be like, "What? Did this pastor just say that?"
Voetsek.
And you go on about it. It was actually flipping funny. But just back to that, guys. I know, like for the American traders that using DX trade and all that stuff, it is weighty, you know. But I think the thing is, you don't want to jeopardize the trade because you're not getting that extra 2 pips because of the platform that you're on. Take it as it is. If you're only getting 7 pips, it's 7 pips.
You're either gonna pay for it, Chad. So with commissions, you're gonna feel the commissions at one stage. Like just the 3 trades alone here, the cost on that was almost 2,500 rand. But now the thing is that 2.5, if you think about it, that's profit that you've lost. So you're actually paying more. All right. So that's why it's better to bite the bullet, pay the commission, and
Yeah, but like with EB trades, like the thing is, in a situation where you can't differ, what do? You know what I mean? Do you now lose the trade and jeopardize the trade because of 2 pips? Or do you just grab what is on the table because of your plan and your strategy on TradingView? So that is where your account needs to line up with your TradingView. However, for those that can't do so, you're going to have, for me personally, I would have to bite the bullet and be like, it is what it is, I've lost 2 pips. And then with that also being said, I wouldn't be using stops because now the stop is going to trigger me in earlier. I'd more so rather use market execution and suck it up and be like, okay, cool, I'm market executing, I'm missing out on the 2 pips, whatever it takes, the take profit maybe, but it is what it is. So I would rather recommend that.
Coming back to a serious thing again, and I think this is maybe something everyone sometimes not struggle with, but you ponder about it, is what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? Have you ever sat down and think like, dude, what is this crazy thing called life, and we're hustling and we're moving, and every morning we wake up and Chad, I've had those type of thoughts where I sit down and it's like, what the heck is this? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I literally had this. It's gonna sound very weird, very funny, but I used to have this conversation for like there was a stage in my life for at least a couple months where I'd sit my ex-girlfriend down, and I'd be like, am I not in a simulation? Because why?
Like
the first thing is,
same.
why can I see everything else around me but I can't see myself? That was the first thing. Then the second thing is like weird things would happen. I would be like, is this not a simulation? It would be a big thought on my head. And then I feel like I started like getting rid of those thoughts when I just found purpose in my life.
And you know what, for me, the biggest thing is that if you go back to the Bible, and I know I always bring the Bible, but Chad, it's a historic book with a lot of value in it. It comes back to those 2 great commandments. The first one, obviously, loving God with everything in you, and then secondly, loving your neighbor. And then you realize that everything God did was relational. And then you realize your entire journey on this earth is about others, about loving other people, about community, about building up. And then you realize that is where the value comes in. That's where the proverb, I think it's in Proverbs, where it talks about, is it not better to give than to receive? If you think about Christ came down to earth to come and serve, everything comes back to serving. If you think about the marriage, God places quite a high value ticket on marriage. Then you go and you think about marriage. The entire thing about marriage is serving one another. Then you realize, like, damn, this life is not just about me. It's not just about how much money I can come and collect on this earth. It's not how much wealth I can accumulate for myself, but it's more about how many relationships can I build, how many people's lives can I change? And not money again, Chad. Remember, not everything is monetary. Every time you ask somebody to do something for someone else, it's like, oh, I don't have money. It's like, no, dude. Why not just impose a skill on that person? Why not just uplift that person saying, hey, man, hope you have a great day, and acknowledging somebody. And then once you've got that mental shift, then it's like, shit, dude, this life is more than about what I want to do, what I want to achieve. And it's honestly better to give than to receive. I don't know for you guys, but as a parent, the first time I was a very, I want to say I was Snoop, Chad, to be very honest with you. Because I didn't grow up with a lot, I was very Snoop and very stringent with my finances. I was very risk averse, very calculated in every move I make. Because I was hustling, I was studying, I was doing all of those stuff to one day get out of a situation where there's not enough, where it's like, oh bro, like that is your earning capacity, that's all you can do. And that's a big part of what drove me. And it's not a bad thing, Chad. That's a lot of times where you need that why. And that was my why, was to make sure that when my kids go to school and they want to do a certain sport, it's not a case of where, and I love my parents to bits, they did everything for me, but where it's a case of I only did 2 sports, because rugby, I could play barefoot. Cricket, I only needed a pair of tackies, and the school had kit. Other than that, like, there was no tennis, there was no all of this other stuff. It's like, dude, we only have money for tackies, and the rugby is free. That's barefoot. You're actually saving us money there. So that's a good thing. And sometimes that why needs to be strong. And that's what's going to carry you through a lot of difficult times. I don't know if you saw, did you see that reel on Instagram?
Which one?
The guy said, there's 7 people in the room. He said, what is the percentage chance of you making $1 million next year, 2025?
Ah, I saw that.
And everyone was like 1%, 0.5. It's like, okay, now your entire, it's a very extreme example. Your entire family will get taken out if you don't make it. What's the chance now? Now everybody's like 100.
Yeah.
And it's like gold didn't change, your wire changed.
Whew. I like that. You know what I love watching on my IG reels is School of Hard Knocks. I think me and Keek spoke about it in office the other day.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, the original dude that started, what do you call it? What do you do for a living? The original dude, the first brother that did it. I love watching it. And just hearing like other people's success stories, it's so inspiring, man. Just continue pushing all the time. I like that, Mark. I really like that. Looks like 10 is 10 was the wisest thing to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely, especially that area close to that liquidity area.
And a 30 closed literally at it. You check the 30. Body closed right at that level.
Previous body as well. You see, like for me, that would also be a sign of loss of momentum because it's closing in that liquidity zone. Because remember, even though I have my zone this small, guys, let me just do this. Even though I had my zone like that, technically, this whole area is the zone.
Yeah.
That whole area is the zone right there.
I think if we... The only thing with this daily R1 is, and the only not concern for me, Chad, is that 50. 198.50. The advantage point of this trade was the 198. That's your psychological key level.
Yeah.
And now you've got the daily R1, which very likely, if we hold above, is going to be your continuation trade. We're already up 130 pips on the day. So this daily candle currently from open to high now is 130 pips, which is quite a decent move if you consider it. And then GU, as I mentioned, you can have that pullback play in here, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I was looking at it on the lower time frames because there's your Friday session low, the flat body low. We failed to break below there, and now the 15 already held that level. So you can look at that zone and say we held. And Asia lows untested. But look at that 15 closing literally right at the 12900. So now it's a case of, do I want to get involved there? Not really. Even though it can push up there it's going. Okay, there's GJ.
Just remember, that's also going to be the area that it needs to test to grab liquidity, even if it is going to go down.
Yeah.
It needs to pop in that area first. GJ doesn't have a bottom wick. So, it does, but more like a nipple wick, which is high risk because if it's going to re-break that low, it's going to come down.
Yeah, so with the pivots, you obviously don't trade the pivots, but the idea is this is our daily resistance level. So if we fail to hold above, that is then the daily resistance, and it's very likely that this thing can come all the way back to the daily pivot. Not that I'm saying that's going to... The daily pivot is at 197.59.
And you'll see, that's actually the range, right? That's actually your 4-hour range. Yeah. So again, what is it? 190 what?
197.57. 59, sorry.
Oh. Okay, so you see, for that, for me, that's just above QP level. QP for me is 1975 flat.
Yeah, so that is the idea here. So if you wanna fade it, Chad, you're gonna need to see price actually reject here.
What would you wait for, like a 15 engulfing?
What I do like is, let's say we close above, we create a support, and we get a wick that takes out the session high, and then we actually break structure lower, something like that. Because then it becomes that failed breakout.
Yeah.
So you get that minor break. The buyers think, all right, we in business here. They get in, gives them a little bit like a bone to chew on, and then it's like, sorry boys, we're taking it away. And then if you really want to take a safe entry, you can wait for a secondary retest there, and then another break. Then you've got a confirmed. So two breaks of structure. That is a confirmed shift for me then.
I should mark that.
And then, but again, the counter trend trade is usually a little bit sticky. This was going with the flow. Yeah, gold is also looking super sticky. But I do believe if gold breaks out here after having this longer term consolidation, it's going to be a very nice move.
I agree.
It's going to be a very nice
I still like the gold shorts though. If we can break that low, I still like the gold shorts.
Let's check where's the 15. The 15 is all the way up there. Dude, Mark, that is beautiful. That is the thing of that I spoke about. A lot of guys have asked me, "Oh, Chris, how do I grow small accounts?" And I said, by taking small steps.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if it was on stream, but I showed you guys how you can compound a 5K account in 3 years' time to the point where it can pay you a salary. But nobody's gonna sit here for 3 years. I can promise you very few will do that because everyone wants that instant success.
Yep.
That's why I can almost guarantee you the majority of guys don't trade with Miles 10 pips because 10 pips for them is maybe
$2,
$10,
$1,
$5. It's like, Miles. Dude, I want to get rich today. By Friday, I want to be rich. You going with this 10 pip cuck, like that's not going to make me rich. But now do that for 3 years, being diligent, saving some money on the side, putting that into your trading account, building your account. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh damn, 10 pips is 10 pips.
10 is 10, baby. For me, it's just more point of the long term. Do I want to put psychological strain on myself for the rest of my life? No. So I charge targeting crazy amounts of small accounts. It's not sustainable. However, if I can do a certain percentage to compound the account in the long term, the account's going to grow and my mental state will be intact all the time.
Sorry for that. I'm pressed.
Bro,
Bro,
the timing though.
that is
The timing.
that was just horrific scenes there, Chad.
Trading, dude, you and I both, my dude. I literally changed my hairstyle because of that shit. They say if you don't have a receding hairline, you're not a profitable trader.
Sure.
So it comes with the territory.
Sure. No,
Me and Keegs are currently in competition right now.
Keegs is still fighting it. He
Keegs
hasn't accepted it. He's still. Keegs is still holding on, Chad. That man is fighting.
No, I cut my hair short. And I was like,
No,
you know
I can
what?
see Miles has accepted,
Yeah, I've
the
accepted it.
fact that the airline is taking some
Yeah,
knots.
it's chalk, man.
The airline
not
is
gonna lie.
definitely taking some strain. No, Chad, I think with anything in life, if you stick at it, and I have to say a big motivating factor for me was the guy that's currently #1 on the Robbins World Cup. 15 years, my bro, to get to that level he is now.
Sure.
15 years. And then we sometimes think like, yo, we've put in a shift.
Yeah,
That is a shift.
that's a shift. That's like just over double mine.
Bro, 15
15.
years you've seen stuff.
That's a minute.
So that's why I say, Chad, it's sometimes some things take a long time to come to fruition, but once it does happen, you're not going to be surprised. Let me tell you that. You're not going to be like, oh damn, why did I reach this level of success? No, you're gonna earn every bit of it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, bro, this is I actually deserve this. This was earned through blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and hairlines.
And hairlines. The hairlines were absolutely... Hairlines were harmed in this trading career. Please consult with your hair physician before taking up any trading.
Yeah.
No. In this case, it's not a fake out. It's actually a trend. It's a trend move. It's a
Yeah.
trending move.
The thing is a breakout structure, dude.
Trend is more likely to continue than to reverse.
But guys, I've accepted it, man. That's why I won't even do the turkey thing, dude. I've just accepted it. Like for me, I'll rock it like Uncle Lance. Perfect. I'll shave my hair bless with a lacquer beard. Look, for me, nah, if you do a bless kop with a beard and you gebou, nah.
That rocks.
That
That
rocks.
rocks. That
That
rocks. That beard.
So that's the plan. Bless kop,
Dude,
GJ.
Look at that, bro. R1.
GJ.
R1.
Bless kop, beard, gebou, in die move.
Chad, I feel like the beard makes up for a lot, dude. If you've got a solid beard, bro, the beard makes up for a lot. Hey, Mr. Keenan, long time, my brother. As we talk about beards, the man himself, Keenan Benjamin. Chad, you're very aggressive shorts here. Very aggressive. If this 30-minute candle closes like this, and you get a top wick first, and you re-break these lows here, that is a very aggressive short. For me personally, two things again, like I mentioned, you've got Asia highs there. So this could just be a very aggressive test of Asia highs. And also that is your first rejection at the daily R1. So this could just be setting up for a structure to be broken, or that is actually going to be your daily resistance level. And then GU, I have to be honest, Chad. I have to be very honest with you guys. This 12900 looks clean. The only thing for me is this 30 minutes. I cannot deny this 30 minutes. So I want to almost say the safer entry is going to be waiting for this 30 to close, and then you're actually going to need another 30 to break. So it could be like 35 minutes before position, but you're going to have a much cleaner position though. Where on the 15 you still have this minor area to the left that we're currently holding. The 5 minute is a little bit chunky as well. Who won the golf last night, guys? The TWT series.
I have no idea. I didn't even watch the sport this weekend. I was very out of touch with sport this weekend.
Yes, the Bokke played shockingly, my dude.
I didn't even watch them.
I'm glad you didn't watch.
Was it that bad?
Yo,
Really?
No, it was, dude. I'm gonna throw you on your screen. Dude, and then my son was just Makazoli, my dude. I'm gonna play this for you. Makazoli, my pimpy.
My pimpy.
Makazoli. Makazoli. Let me find this. Where's Makazoli now? Chad, gotta see this. Wait, where's it? Just pause it, yeah. Alright, Mr. 10 is 10. Can we go for 20? No, I'm kidding. Shout out to this was now last night in the thick of things with Makazoli. Just see if you guys can see.
Magnolia Pippy!
Hey, little dude.
Yes, that dude's growing, eh?
Yeah, but I love him, Pimpy, dude.
Yeah, same.
Chad, I cried very hard chasing the sun when Rassi spoke about that. Yo, I actually had to walk out of the room. My wife's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Yo, something just in my throat. Think something got stuck here." And she's like, "But why are you crying?" I'm like, my sinuses, allergies. Sure. What is this? Put off this nonsense. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, get off that TV. Let me watch this part alone again. Let me just really cry. No, man. Yes, I cried. Just Chad. No, it was heavy. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Dude.
I was acting for me to also.
Nah, I had to go watch it alone. Like really let the tears flow, and then no, that's why I love the dude. Makazoli, he's an absolute ledge. Yes, yeah, no, it was a cuck game, my dude. I have to say, Pimpy played a very good game. Not because I'm a fan of the man. He honestly played really, really well. Those two tries, even that little try with, I think it was Willie that gave that little kick, just to have that vision to shift. So he played very, very well. I feel like the guys were a little bit nervy for some reason. It's like nobody knew what to do with the ball. So I don't know if Rusty's trying to run some new structures, but the guys looked a little bit out of it. Like do we run with it? Do I try and pass it away? Just Garth, man. I've watched it a few times, and every time I see it, bro, it literally breaks me. But that's again that human spirit, man. That we talk about. That the human spirit is just built to want to live and want to do good.
Gold just seems to be ranging.
No, it's
GJ is also just a bit of indecision at the moment.
yeah. There's what I was talking about, guys. That hold on Asia highs. So this could just be a resistance that's meant to be broken.
However, with that area that you have marked out there, that's the same 5-minute area I have. So if we had started to close, that could be a short setup for me.
Where this, yeah, currently 198.35, 34,
230.
2.
So just check where your, whatchamacallit?
Oh, the
Your-
Asia highs.
yes.
Okay, I check.
Closure
Okay,
beneath that, we
okay.
can retest it and start driving away from that area. Because now in the 30 minutes, it just shows me that we have rejection at the zone. However, I can't just take it at the break or the low. I can more so take it if we get confirmations beneath. So if we can get that 5-minute structure, which is holding like that, to start trading
Yes,
beneath, we
yeah.
can trade it back down to liquidity.
Then,
know what I mean?
Then you've got that entire Asia. Right?
Exactly.
But not for me.
1 is 1. 10 is 10. I'm done for the day.
Not for me.
Ek is klaar, meneer.
Not for me.
How do they say? Fluit. My story is 8. We have our.
And
back.
I know some guys here. You know what, Chad, and you can, before you give a 1, give me a 1. If you took the trade with Miles, you saw 10 pips, you moved stops to break even, and you were like, I'm gonna run this shit to 50 pips today. Be honest. Like I'm not judging. We're not judging you guys. Give me a 1, because I just want to show you guys something. It's a very ugly circle that you can get yourself in. Give me a 1. If that was you, a 1. All right, so nobody's gonna drop a 1.
Now give me a 2 if you took the 10. Give me a 2 if you took the 10. You walked. You're happy.
The thing is, people are shy, bro.
Yeah.
They want to be part of what
There needs-
everyone's doing. It's
thing is,
like,
there
I'm
need- oh, yeah,
up to 10.
there needs to be one dude that's gonna put a 1. Then they all gonna come. Okay, I'll be 2. Yeah, that's
bro,
me.
bro, so this is if we could put a video on the boys and the ladies, it would be like, I took 10. It's like, I cry. I didn't take 10. I took a break even. Or worse, you didn't even take a break even. You took a lot. It's like, I actually took a lot. I took a lot.
I didn't go break even and I didn't secure.
I didn't
took a
take
loss.
10. 10 is too low for me. I'd rather take the loss. Hey, chat. And you see the one guy breaking out. It's like, dude, what?
Look here, I moved stops to 10 pips and left it for 50.
Oh, okay. Chat. No, so... No, the only reason I ask is like that. This is what I'm talking about trading. Like there was if you go back and look at it, it's like where's the position? But in that time, there was the opportunity to capitalize. So that's why I'm saying if you don't capitalize, if you don't lock it in, then end of the day, what are you doing? For the guys that have been with me for how many years? I've always said you can't go poor by taking profits, and guys will say, "Oh, you can," and I'm like, "Dude, show me how." If your profits outweigh your losses, there's no way. There's no way. All right, we still love all of you guys, the 1s and the 2s. The 1s and the 2s.
What? I took a buy at your TP. What?
Oh, before the stream started, I'm mad
But
as hell.
where was that though? A buy at my TP.
I think,
Oh, there.
I think he might have taken. I think he might have taken this position. Yeah. I think he took this first initial breakout.
No. Yeah. Is it?
I think that's. Oh no, I don't know what he took.
No,
I
GG's my
can't-
dog. GG's dog.
I don't know what you took, brother, but whatever you took, we still love all of you guys.
Oh, Michael, I see what you did. So you just pretty much trailed that stop right to 10 instead of taking minus 3. I see what you did. But, yeah. Yo, dude, mistakes was made, lessons was learned. For me personally, bro, if it was your trading plan and that's your trade, it's not a mistake. Like, if that's your trading plan, it is what it is.
No, Dorma, we're not interrogating you guys. I just want to show you guys that you can sit with Miles, and I can almost guarantee you there's guys that traded with Miles the entire year, and they're not net profitable because either one of two things. They see Miles take 7 wins, they trade a 0.1. It's like, nah, bro, fuck, Miles has got it. Miles has got it. I'm going to pump a 4 lot. You blow the account. Now you back to like negative. It's like, okay, maybe let me start off with 0.1. Now you win 1. Now the second trade, I don't know, this Miles, I already took a big knock with Miles. Let me go 0.05. Let me just suss him out. And that's where all of those little inconsistencies start to creep up. And at the end of the year, somebody else is net positive. And you're like, yes, dude, another losing year. Just because of...
I get that. I've gotten that before. Like, the dude will say, like, but Miles, I'm this guy's is not financial advice. It's just...
I'm down.
He's like, no, he's like, Miles, I take all the trades, but how am I down? But you up? I'm like, go back in journal and see what you're doing. Playing with a lot size, number one. Playing with his own trades afterwards. Not that I'm saying you must take my trades at all, but that's where the filter starts to come in. And that's why I've gotten to the point of profitability. I don't do anything different. Every day is a normal day for me. The same 30 lots I drop is the same 30 lots I drop. The same trades that I take is the same trade I take. Level type 1, 2, 3, or 4, that's all I do. And all I want is 10 pips. Every day. And like, for example, I then lose a position that's 20 to 30 pips, it's fine. This is going to take me 3 trades to come back, but my winners outweigh my losses. With 87% win rate, I'm only going to lose, how much trades is that? 3. 2 trades. 2 trades. 1.3 trades. Let's call that 2 trades. The biggest thing is consistency. Just do the same thing. The same way you put your shoes on in the morning and tie your laces is the same way you must take your trades. I just want to go P4TP.
Oh, okay. So we're doubling up.
Yeah.
So because we were anyways going to risk 20 pips, so why not double? We already took 10. So, Chad, we're putting that and a little bit on it, just for shits and giggles. we're gonna go now. We're just gonna wait for Miles. As soon as this 15 closes above, we're doubling up. Double or nothing. Chad, and don't fall in a trap. This is a trap I fell into. Is that I reached the stage in my trading journey where I was doing very well, and it became boring. And I'm very honest with you, because you're waiting for the same thing. There's nothing really exciting. And you're waiting for the same setup. It's calculated. You take it, and it becomes boring. And then you look at someone else, and this guy's posting this beautiful 250 pip swing, and this guy's posting that, and you're like, dude, what am I doing? What am I doing with these little 15 pips, 20 pips? And then you start. It's almost like you've got a wife. And I'm going to use this analogy. You've got a wife. She's very good for you. You know what you get. She's absolutely a foundation. But then you look across and it's like, look at that strategy. Like, look at that man there. And that is the start of trouble. That is the start of trouble. That's why I say married men, you don't do running clubs. I'm seeing now before December, these running clubs are exploding. And if you're in a church and you want to do some good work, go and pray for the brothers there, because I drive past the running club every evening, and in the last 2 weeks, that running club, there's not even parking anymore. They're at the Portuguese club. I'm like, these brothers are locking it in for December. The boys are locking it. Dude, I'm telling them now, the number of people that joined the running club there close to my house. Like, the boys are starting to build up some capacity for December. The lads, yeah. The Oaks are getting in there with the running clubs.
Oh.
Just to get those contact lists nicely
sorted,
built up for
I see
December.
that.
Like, hey babe, what are you doing? Want to Netflix and chill a bit? Yeah, there's a great series out now on Netflix.
Chris,
Yo.
thy foreclosures above the high.
Oh, we're ripping it. We're ripping it. Double or nothing. We're only young ones, my bro. Now, I'm honest. For me, the big thing is the trade we took earlier was still within the internal range. Now we're starting to trade external range on a Monday, high of the week, high of the day, high of the session. No fundamental data. I'm like, bro, what's gonna drive this?
Nah, boys, I'm done for the day. Look, the setup's there, and I'll explain the setup to you guys. But I'm done, man. I've hit my target for the day. For that, what is that, Chris? That what do you call it?
R1.
No. What's it? The thing you're doing full time to it?
Oh yeah, part time to full time.
You literally just need 10 more pips, and your target is done for the week, right? You've got your 10 already.
No. So I remember last week when we started off with the loss. So I can actually show the chat here quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, for this week, you're not going to be.
Oh no.
Your mindset's not to recover
No,
last week. It's just the normal thing.
No, so obviously last week we started at the tail end, so you can't really take that week because we ended up the week net. I think net positive was it 30 or 40?
Yeah.
I think it was 30 if I'm not mistaken. Net positive 30 pips last week, so you can't take that. But Chad, let me just throw here exactly like what Miles said. Now let me just bring this down a little bit. So that's when we started last week. So unfortunately, like most things in life, when you okay, wait, let me do this. Give me 1 second. Let me do this for you guys. So part-time to full-time. This is the full history. There's the 8,200 deposited. So last week there's the 20 loss on
Is this
GJ.
Zim dollars? What is this?
No, this is the Kwacha.
Okay.
The not the Namibian, the Lusaka man, Zambian Kwacha.
Yes, I got you.
Kwachas. So we're trading
Do you just
Kwachas.
manage it easier when it's?
Yeah, it's better the Kwachas. I feel like you don't really feel the lot.
Okay.
So Chad, there was the knock. There was the counter trend play we took afterwards, and there was the position this morning. So technically slightly down just with the commissions as well there. So, but the idea is 20 pips per week. That's
all you need,
the
right?
idea. So if you grab 20 pips per week, that is gonna give you. I must actually increase my lots a little bit on GJ.
What are you risking at the moment? Percentage-wise?
I want to tell you now. So I don't look at the percentage. I'll just purely look at the base value of the position.
Ed with the shots this morning.
What does
Ed
it
with
say?
the shots.
What is he saying?
I'm going to ask me, what is your biggest loss? Ed says his hairline. This guy is shooting shots today, guys. Damn.
So I should be risking. I'm going to tell you now. Oh, I should be risking 20k per trade, and I think I'm only risking like 15k per trade. Let's just do this USD to ZAR. I must just actually work out the currency conversion on GJ because there is quite a difference. So 787 on a 6 lot, that is 14k. So there's about 6k discrepancy. Let's actually look then. I think this was exchange rate 1755. What is the exchange rate now? USD ZAR is 1670. Okay, I see. That is the thing there. 1670. 1770. Yeah, this is for GU. So GJ, let me chat. Sorry, man. I'm just going to work it out quickly.
So you're doing fixed lots according to
just
pay.
the rand value.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. Chat, let's quickly do a 1. Let's do a quick buy stop up here. Let's just modify that quickly. Let's do some reverse engineering here. Just to get the exact value, take profit. It's going to be 199.071. Okay. So 10 is $65. Okay. $65 is 1,150, but that is what I got. I'm a little bit short. 1,150.
And then Omina, my biggest loss was 30 pips. Take my heart, don't break it. Gold. It's nothing to get excited about until you break the current daily low.
What did I do? Yeah, so I took that. Yeah, you see, that's not right.
Yeah, look, like you guys know, I trade negative aura, so we're risking 30 pips to 30 to 35 pips. 30 pips on GJ, 35 pips on gold. Obviously, if I can have it small, I will. Like today. Today's trade was 25 pips stop loss to get 10 years. So it is negative aura. So I am risking more than what I am gaining per position.
Sorry, that's not part of the plan. I do apologize for that.
We can't see us, we can't see what you're doing.
No, sorry, I'm just calculating. Let me just delete this bar stop here. No, sorry, man. I'm just quickly calculating the correct lot size. Yeah. Yeah, check that, 17.89. Okay, so they've got actually quite a big markup on the... They've got a massive markup on the spreads. Yo, NCS is taking us through a lot here this morning, Chad. We've...
I don't know why today my ears are very sensitive, so I haven't been putting this in my head.
Now the songs, we're going deep, we're going back. It's like, oh.
I feel like they're very bipolar with their playlists.
Dude. Okay, so we are relatively close. I just need to pop another $300 on there. So I might need to go like 9 lots. Let's check 9 lots quickly.
Gold might do the break of that low. If I had the opportunity to take a position, I would do closures beneath on the 15, which will be the 30 closure as well on gold to look for continuation shorts from resistance high to resistance low, as I mentioned. If that was my trade, if that was the like me to take a trade,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do 9. 6 is too little.
gold just tried to break. Okay, so this is what I want to see: closure beneath, the drive back, grab of liquidity, and the break of the lows. What I would take.
Yeah, like we said, dude, that consolidation. This could be a very, very strong move, Chad. I'm not gonna partake.
We're gonna sit on our hands on this one. For
Thou shall not partake of thine trade after thine has taken
10 pips.
thou profit.
Thou profit. Today's win calls for a sushi celebration. That's what needs to happen, Chris.
I'm not against it. I'm not against any of that.
Chick, that sushi of last week wasn't bad, eh?
Dude, it was like
It wasn't bad.
Where did you say you got it from? Dude, I still destroyed the next morning. Like it was still it gets a little crusty in the fridge.
Was there still left?
Bro, I was like, I'm not wasting this.
You have to. You don't ever
I
waste sushi.
locked in.
You don't ever waste sushi. You don't.
Just some bad decisions being made overall, but
Where
was it? It was very good. Fresh.
You know
fresh.
where Seattle Coffee is in Cape Road?
Yeah.
There's a Chinese shop across the road. So not Michael's that's next to Seattle Coffee,
Across
but
the road.
across. It's like a green logo.
There where that Debonair's was.
Yeah. So just like
No,
in that
fresh.
road.
No, honestly.
Fresh. They make
fresh.
they make it's more like a bubble tea place as well, but they make
How was it for you, the sushi?
tops.
That was good.
Tops,
No,
tops,
it was
tops.
good.
And I'm very like,
No, I'm also,
Yeah.
when it comes to the sushi,
because I had sushi from this other place in the border on Saturday. It was just
the guys mess up the rice, man. They make it a little bit flaky. There's
Yeah,
a
I don't-
specific way to make it. And if the rice is bad, even if your fish, your salmon, everything is fresh, the rest is just, it's a bad experience.
And for some reason I can't do sweet and chili. Sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour. You
Nah,
can't?
sweet and chili. I think it's sweet and chili. I can't do that sauce. I get more heartburn.
Hey man, so you're already on the hotbed as well. No, it's tough, dude. It's tough. Guys, I know. I always heard like all the people like, oh, I get a heartburn. I'm like, dude, what is what is this heartburn you speak of?
Now
And
it's
then
its
like-
own. It's like it, bro. As soon as I have sweet chili sauce, it's game over.
Oh, that thing sits, my
I
dude.
don't know what
Later
it
on, it
is.
starts tickling you a little bit, and you start fighting some demons.
I don't know what it is. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna chalk it. I'm not doing sweet and chili
You
sauce.
fighting some demons.
I don't know what it is. You go in and make sure uncomfortable. I don't play with heartburn. There's actually this place in Walker Drive though called Fish. Their sushi is like top. I think they partnered with Bonamia. Top notch.
Okay, so I worked out on chat. I'm going to have to go 8 lots, eh? So I'll start popping the 8 lots from tomorrow. 6 is, I don't know why the spreadsheet, gave me 6 lots. I must just go back there.
So we're upping risk on that account.
Yeah,
Type.
going
Type.
8. Look, 6 is not gonna. It's not gonna be. Chad, 6 is still. You can make decent. Let's say
Yeah.
you net 330 a week. Let's go on. So you're netting round about, I'm going to work on 330 per 10.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 3. That's $990 per week. So that's 17,500 Madiba rands. Let's times that by 4. That's 3,960 Madiba rands. That is 70,000 rands.
And the
People don't make that type of money, Chad.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize what like professionals earn.
Yeah.
Like a lawyer earning 70K is doing well.
Yeah.
Accountant earning that is doing well. It's I don't know. I think people have a misconception of money. It have, because I don't feel like it had, because there was so much left. It is a type of guy that, you know, you can do damage at a buffet. Like you see him coming,
Like
and
you put
it's
someone out of business at a buffet.
bro, when Toro sees it coming on, it's like, boys,
Close the doors.
clear the tables, clear the tables.
What
Only-
happened in 2019, Ed?
How did it not have, bro? That's why there was so
That's
much
why.
left. I was wondering, because I still, Chad, so I'm honest, I got stuck into the sushi a little bit earlier because I knew Ed was also lurking there. Me and Ed, we two big boys. Like we will do some damage. So I thought, okay, let me damage first, and then I saw Ed walking by, and I'm like, Phew. Once myself and Ed get stuck in there, there's trouble there. Chris is putting lot sizes bigger than what goes on a challenge account. No, man. 10 is 10, guys. 10 lots is 10 lots. Heck, man, why don't we do 10 is 10? I'll go 10 lots, Chad.
What?
I'll go 10 lots on that thing. 10 is 10. 10 lots for 10 pips. And we really love Then we really love the 10 is 10
That's like
life.
$800
That's
per-
$600.
$600.
$600 per 10 pips, so
Oh.
it's $1,200
A week.
per trade.
per trade.
So 20 pips is going to give you $1,200. 1,200 because you're making 600.
Yeah, I see.
So,
That-
No, sorry, I'm talking.
That should
God,
be 100K a week, a month.
That's going to give you 1,000.
10 lots should be like 100K a month.
So that's going to give you 1,200 per week. But less your expenses, it's going to be 140. So 1,060 times 4, 4,250. That's still shy.
I think it should be the 100K mark.
No, it's short. It's short. Not
Still short.
Not with the exchange rate now. 75.
75K.
Oh.
Where are we even on this 17? Woof.
Yeah, it's that exchange rate. When we were sitting at 20, easy. Then
Easy,
then it was,
easy.
Then it was like
Look,
90.
dude, I would love it to come back, eh? I know I'm all for my country. I love my country. Viva. But flying, love it to come back to the 19 mark, eh?
Chad, there's that 12900 we spoke of. The 15 didn't really give you an entry. This 15 year is going to close now in 1 minute. Also the 30, like I said, you want to get that 30 trade. So if you feel that this is part of your plan, there's your Friday low, the previous daily low. If you get a nice top wick here, you don't necessarily have to come all the way back there because we already tested the big one there. You could wait for a nice top wick, and once you break here, you just want to see this thing fly down, like just absolutely melt. Very aggressive entry, and I'm going to tell you why, because you're already 15 away from the 12900, and also this is your external range. This is your weekly low, daily low, session low, and my question is always, what is going to drive price? Like, we're not trading off the back of a fundamental release. There's what is driving price here. So that's some of the pros and the cons you need to take into consideration. But there it is. We below. GJ, oof, massive rejection there. Look at that. Some people say these pivots don't work. Look at that. That pivot just blocking price there. I think the next thing is 2Gs and Millennial FX pivot collab. Where Miles starts looking at the pivots as well. Chad, because again, let's say, so Miles' strategy with the range, there you've got that rejection. There's your 30 closing back in the range. It's a little tight to the downside, but let's say that 30 closed, there's 15. There's your 15. 15 closed back inside of the range. You've got that additional confluence of the daily R1 holding. There's your range. Your expectation would be for price to come back inside of this range where we took the buys from. So now you've got that additional confluence. You're not just trading, oh, by the way, double top. Let's say even the break of that low there, 20. 200 EMA. 5 minute gave you a little minor break there. There's your 5 minute minor break there. There's your hold there, and now that break below. So, okay, here's GU. Yeah, I wanna. All right, Chad. There's your top wick. So the idea would be something like this. And wherever this top wick is, you can have your stop like two pips above it, because you don't want to see price coming back. So again, it's not a recommendation.
Wait, did I miss that? Did I miss that? Are you taking a trade on?
No. I'm just saying this. For me, this would have been the idea on GU. Slightly below that previous daily low.
Idea on gold right now.
And the stop you can have just two above, Chad, because here's the thing. Once that sell stop activates, you just want to see a lot of volume come into the market. You don't want to see it trying to hold here, trickle here, because we already tested 12900 there. That level's already tested. We've already broken below this level here. There's your 15-minute level. There's your 30-minute level is up there. So let's say that entire zone. And then on your 5, there's your rejection of the half round number. Trading below Asia lows. Daily S1 is down there. So that is the idea.
I like it. I like it. Gold also looking very, very spicy.
Chad, 5. But what is Ed gonna send feet pics at least for the guys?
He's walking on Carl foot here with the office, so he's ready for that.
What did they say? Well up. Well up. I had his growing mustaches under his nipples. I heard that man has got a 3 stash. One on his lip, 2 under his nips. One on the lip, 2 on the nips. Chad, it needs 5 more subscribers. Let's just, Chad, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I feel like sometimes as human beings, we feel like, yo, this subscribe of mine is going to cost people money. 3 more. Hey, Chad, Mr. Edsky, Mr. Ed Mimosa. I want to drop it here. Let's spin it. There you go, Chad. Let's get Ed to 1,000. This man has been fighting the honest fight of YouTube.
Perfect, Angelo. Shot for joining, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
Dude, this GU is also... what do you do? What is your mindset on trading external ranges at the start of the week. Let's say before you, because now we're establishing our weekly ranges and our weekly candle now. But let's say, for instance, GJ, you didn't take the buys here, and let's say you were waiting for that breakout.
Yeah.
Do you have any type of thing where it's like, dude, I'll rather sit it out because it is Monday? We don't have any news drivers, or is it just purely you go off the price action and that's it?
Yeah, purely just price action, man. I don't really focus on that too much. Also depends how deep you are in the session. Like now, 11:30, I'm not really going to want to take it because I clock off 12. So I wouldn't really want to, but that's not really a thing for me. Like I don't really worry about internal and external ranges. I say, das fatikum. If it's there, I take it. If it meets my trading requirements, I take it.
I'm just always conscious of conscience, Chad. Some of you boys need Edski 1000.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we get the Yace legend maybe?
All right, we can do that for my boy Edski.
Eddie boy.
Ed Mimosa. Let's get it for Ed.
I just
Alright.
went and unsub to bring it back down to 999.
Bro, people do that. So when we hit 14K, like 8 people unsubscribed. And then it was like this emotional roller coaster. We back above 14. Then it's like back below. I'm like, nah, dude. At this stage, I'm giving up. I hope Ed gives you guys a big thank you, because ultimately, all of us here, you guys make it the channel. You guys make it worthwhile coming to these streams. That's an enjoyable thing, and I think it's something myself and Miles enjoys. Miles, think about it. Having that ability to share your journey, sharing
awesome,
some
man.
of your insights.
You know what I always told my students before I even did the YouTube whole thing, and we just used to stream privately. What I always told them is, just by me explaining my setup to somebody, it's actually bettering me as a trader.
It reinforces your own rules. Yeah.
So like it's a win-win. We're educating and we're also bettering our trading. So yeah, man, I honestly love what I do. I love coming and just sharing my knowledge with you guys. I honestly love it.
Chad, I'm just putting it here. This is just the idea. I'm not taking it. So please note, this is not an idea. It's not a trade that I'm taking. I didn't want to put R&D there. I'm literally paper trading this. And again, purely the idea. There's your 30, your 15. All of those zones we've broken down. We've tested it. There's your previous daily low. You guys know that previous daily lows and highs are gonna attract a lot of volume. Either way, bullish, bearish. It's either gonna pip and dip. It's gonna dip. It's gonna get you in. It's gonna get you excited, and immediately a breakup. It's almost like some of you guys. Some of you guys had those relationships. After that first movie night at the boardwalk, it was like they were like, listen, this was fun. Because you guys don't understand that. That was when we were younger. That's the thing. We're going to the movies, and you would watch the movie, not talk a word, my bro. Then afterwards, so was die movie. Yes, lekker weer wat ons het. Nee. Sure. Hierdie weer is nogal lekker, nee. Ja, nee. So, ek gaan seker my ma moet bel om my te kom optel, ja. Nee, maar dit was lekker weer. Groete daar by die huis. Ja, nee, stuur groete vir Sunny.
Ja, môre gesien.
En dan ons chat weer hoor. Lekker man. Hey, bro, it was a different time back then. Just holding hands, you were like, "Yo, this forbidden fruit."
Yeah.
Like, but when you slip it in, dude, that's where
What?
it's almost like when you go in, it's like, what is this? It's like you hear music. It's like I'm now engaging in forbidden. I'm fornicating now. It's like, Chad, I promise you, that's how it was back when we were younger. You guys now, it's like what the stuff I hear now. That for us was deep. It's like, dude, you come Sunday, it's like, Father,
Dude.
forgive me for I've sinned. You went for the full hand lock. And that was incredible, Chad. Just that hand-to-hand action. Adila, Chad, people don't know, like the moral standard has deteriorated to a stage where people do not appreciate the hand lock. That just there alone was enough for the boys. It was like, sure. It's like, did you lock in the hand? It's like, dude, I locked it in. How did it feel? Incredible, dude. She even gave me a little finger rub. It's like then the boys are like, shit, finger rub. Holy. So you guys are pretty serious. Yeah, no. I think things are pretty serious now. We locked it in. God, Chad, it was a different era back then. Completely different. But I feel like, for me personally, I feel that was better though, bro, because things were, I don't want to say appreciated more, but it was more, I don't know, dude.
Had more weight on it, I think.
Yeah, it's just like holding the hand was already like a pretty big step. Now it's just like holding hands. What are you talking about? We go straight for the Netflix and chill. Nah, man, I think people must bring that back, dude. There's something cool in that. I don't know, how can we say that innocence? It's almost innocent, bro. It's like now everyone's just running and gunning, and it's Chad.
Nipping and slipping.
Nipping and slipping and tipping, and it's just
Tipping and dipping.
oh. Did somebody say pipping and dipping? I still told you guys, even at the dances, dude, it was you had the arm out.
Yeah.
No, there's no clothes coming in here, bro.
No
It's
ways.
like,
That was never happening, dude.
then a little bit later when it really got dark, then you would just slip down like just on the hip, and then already it's like the teacher must have like a little like a whistle there. Miles, please, offside there. Up, please. God is watching you. All right. God is watching you, Miles. What are you doing?
What I would do is at the flip of this 15/30, I would sell gold. That's what I would do.
Chat, so if I took this, I would be crying a little bit now. Like, why did I take this? But Chad, if I was in this position on this 5 minute year, this 5 minute in 1 minute, I would have killed the trade for minus 3.93. Yeah, I would kill it there because here's the thing. It nipped, no continuation. Stop loss is 7 pips. And the idea would have been for price to continue lower. Alright, so I would have managed that trade there, 3.8. Can still work though, it's just way too late in the session. Just way too late in the session. GJ 198. Let's just check this quickly. 4 seconds. Yeah. 3.3 pips. That would have been the trade for me. 15, let's check the 30. 30 also breaking the low, pushing back up. Yeah, this trade could still play, but luckily we already took a trade. Gold 30 minutes, so you would take it on the flip of the 30, eh? Or no, 15 break.
We just closed, so what I'm going to do now, what I would have done in this case, as it breaks this previous 15 low, I would get in aggressively.
Oh, this green one. All right. Yeah, the bullish candle.
Yeah. Oh, wait, my stream's behind.
Oh, the
Yes.
30. Okay, but I see the 30-minute break of the lows as well. Okay.
But, that's it.
Dude, it's daily lows, session lows. Same with this GU trade. It's early in the week. Daily low, session low, weekly low. All right, chat. I think we are going to call it. US 30. I just want to check
I'm done for the day. I am happy with the trade for today.
10 is 10.
Starting that week off proper.
I was actually chat to like we must do a little merge section as well. 10 is 10. 10 is 10.
Yeah. 2G's lab, 10 is 10.
Yeah.
I think we should do that.
Miles, any closing remarks here for the Chad that sat
Chad,
through?
as usual, we just appreciate the support, man. We appreciate you guys pulling up every day and listening to us speak cuck and educating ourselves and taking our own trades.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, guys. Really, really appreciate it. It gives us purpose in what we are doing to pull up the stream every day and share our knowledge with you guys. So we appreciate you guys. But other than that, awesome trade today caught on GJ. 10 is 10, baby. It is what it is. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Chad, yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to chat to Keeks now. I'm not sure. Chris is one of us. Dude, I was actually one of you guys before I even knew you guys existed. That's the weird thing. The 10 is 10 is nothing new for me. It's something that I've instilled. And I told Miles it sometimes takes some years and experience to go back and say, dude, 10
is 10.
10 is the low-hanging fruit. Why try and reach for the fruit all the way on the upper end? But no, it's beautiful, man. It's been blessed here having Miles. But Chad, big one. This is going to be a good week. Starting off with a nice banger there with Miles. A lot was going for that trade. Beautiful. Same time, same place tomorrow. I'm going to chat to Keeks now. We've got North American holidays with Remembrance Day in Canada, Veterans Day in the US all day. So I'm not sure we're going to get volume. If not, we will see you guys in the morning. And Miles, thanks so much, my brother.
Cheers, boys. I'll see you in the morning.
Cheers, chat. Peace and love.
In the wake of dawn, I see you shine. When I feel that heartbeat, I fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher, sky lines and clouds are below us now, sky dive fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher. Skylines and clouds are below us now. Sky dive back down. Oh, take my hand, don't let go. Skyward bound. Skyward Skyward bound. Skyward bound. Skyward bound.
Once in a hour do some archbishop. Been a school them from when me in a car shot. Liverpool couldn't test the way me raw sit up quick draw. Him drop and can't get up, him not fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the Dan brace for your firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, with a wave of flag. None of them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Back once in a hour, do some archbishop. Them no bad. School them from me in a car kitchen. Them no bad. School could test the way me raw sit up the drop. If I can't get up, no fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the brand race for your fire song, cause I think you a monster. Ready for the war, with a wig of none of them boy, they no bad. Road touch and it when me walk. Left a mark, young gog on a regular. We say them hardly ready. Them a new type of artillery. We a boss and a Tom and Jerry. Out the blue I hit you with a airstrike. Them not bad like me air nice. It's a rare sight, yeah. Steady aim with precision, equal vision with a clear sight. Better go get your affairs right. Them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Road back, live with me bar. If you mark, them no bad, them no regular. Me see them hard, them no bad. Me a new type of artillery. Me a boss, I'm a Tom and Jerry. All the blue, hit you with that airstrike. Them no bad, me air nice, bad, clear sight. Steady aim, them no bad. And it's the vision with a clear sight. Better to get your fit, them boy, they no bad.
One's a company, two's a crowd. Three's a party coming, move around like the first rush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Just like a dollar, low hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with this steady. Hoping for
near me. We could be legend. I have nothing to lose.